A disturbing investigation into how Chicago public school leaders handled sex abuse allegations. That investigation spelled out in this critical 40-page report.
Yeah, the Fed saying they inexcusably failed to protect children. CBS 2 investigator Megan Hickey is digging into that report, and Mayor Lightfoot says she's taking it with a grain of salt.
Right, Brad and Erica, she said she was appalled by the CPS sex abuse scandal when it first broke, but questions the motives of the federal government's announcement today, saying that they like to take shots at Chicago.
Dr. Jackson and her team frankly learned a very, very valuable lesson.
Today, Mayor Lightfoot said the city is committed to the changes recommended by the Office of Civil Rights for the U.S. Department of Education. The department's Assistant Secretary for Civil Rights called the Chicago Public Schools handling of some sex abuse investigations as
tragic and inexcusable.
Former CPS students have come forward with their stories.
I was shuttered into the dark. I felt like I was the one under investigation.
Now the Department of Education is requiring CPS to provide a second independent review of complaints that may have been mishandled, develop a process for responding to complaints, and change the district's Title IX procedures to ensure an impartial investigation.
Now I'd like to recognize Dr. Jackson.
Yesterday, CPS CEO Janice Jackson appeared before a U.S. House committee in Washington to talk about the impact of poverty and violence on her students. She's been criticized for being absent in the past for hearings on sex abuse allegations, but Jackson sent out an email blast this morning acknowledging that some students, quote, did not receive the comprehensive support they deserved, and the district has made steps since 2018 to address the issues. Today, Mayor Lori Lightfoot criticized some of the comments from the U.S. Department of Education, saying that she believes some members of the federal government enjoy, quote, teeing off against the city of Chicago.
I take some of those comments with a grain of salt considering the source, but nonetheless, we're going to do what's necessary to keep our children safe.
Now, the Department of Ed also called Chicago Public Schools investigations into past sexual abuse allegations as, quote, inadequate, unreliable, and often conducted by untrained staff. Live in the newsroom, Megan Hickey, CBS 2 News.
Thank you, Megan.